Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Train Fever. And that's a train. Splendid. So, last time we were here, we were looking at expansion options, and these heroes here are still dug in the wrong side of Maryport, which would significantly help our expansion. And in fact, it looks like they're going to try and do even more. So, I'm just going to bang a bit of track in here, just to tell them not to, frankly. Just, you know, leave that alone, because at some point I'm going to have to buy up that land, and I don't want to have to pay through the nose to unseat the folk who have decided to build their homes there. As you can see, I did the similar thing earlier when I placed the station. Smart thinking, should have done more. Well, we'll know that next time. Anyway, largely we're doing pretty well. You know, we're fairly profitable. Where are we at? It was September 1879, and what are we at? We're coming up on 4 million revenue for the year. That's all right. I can get behind 4 million in revenue. That should see us profitable unless I go constructing again. And obviously, the reason you're here is you've come to see me go constructing again. So let's go. Right, where were we last time round? So, rather than compulsory purchase those chaps out of the other side of Maryport, what we decided to do was spend a long time building a really ugly bridge over this road. We'll beautify that when money is less of an issue. But we also managed to get this tunnel built and double track it, which is fantastic, because we're building out towards Bromyard and Winslow. Our intention is to expand to create our first rail loop, which will go from Maryport down here, our hub city, through to Holsworthy, through to Bromyard, and then Bishop's Waltham, Helmsley, Middleton, Alnwick, and back again. Probably hit Wallingford as well. It's a big old loop, but that means we can put a bunch of trains on it. So, where are we up to? We didn't finish the track last time round. We did finish the tunnel though, you know, and here we are, peeking out to the other side. So this time around, we're going to complete this line. Okay, first things first. Let's decide on the direction. I ummed and ahed about this before, because depending on which side I place the station will dictate the route that we can take. I think at the moment that actually on the left here is probably the way to go. Maybe do it kind of at an angle here, which gives us a nice line of attack for Bishop's Waltham. Yeah, let's do that now. All right, smashing. So, our target is to be doing remarkably well by the year 1900, and so far, oh yeah, see, because obviously, you know, remarkably well is a highly measurable number. Yeah, doing admirably. There we go. How's that? Is that more measurable for you? By 1900, and from there, you know, explode outwards with fury and grace. Our litmus test for this is going to be the hub at Maryport, largely because that's the city that it's still only a town at the moment, but you know, a city is a town, and a town. Anyway, yes, that's the town that we're funneling most traffic to at the moment, so it's got the greatest chance of growth. Cancel that. Concentrate. You know, if we could get as far as, I don't know, let's say 1,000 population, then I'd consider that a complete win. I don't think it's likely. Let's have a look. Maryport 347 at the moment with 20 years to go. I mean, it is the biggest we've got, but even so, that's going to require us getting a wriggle on. So let's get a wriggle on. And with the good news is we've got the funding, we've got the business to to make this happen. It's simply a case of getting on with it and not dragging our feet in the process. Hold on, we've got a corner to take here, so we better make sure we can take it. And ideally, we want it to be able to maintain a relatively high amount of speed. As much as a lot of this track will be replaced later on, we don't want to be replacing it wholesale. We want to be reusing track wherever possible. In this case, I think we are going to have to do a slightly more robust expansion, well, relaying of the track. There you go, what are you saying, 45 grand, okay, smashing. And I think actually from here we'll add a depot onto this one. Yeah, so we're going to run shuttle services initially until I've got this this circuit completed. We'll shuttle out. No, go the other. No, don't. There you go. You know, something along these lines, maybe. No, that's in a terrible location. Let's just go here, and then take it down to. Can you give us a curve that'll work there? No, not so much. Oh well, fine. We'll stick with what we've got there. Okay, right, so, new line, please. And we will go from here, Bromyard, to Holsworthy. Smashing. We'll call this Hull Broms. Hull, thank you, Broms. Obviously, you know, temporary lines, because we'll expand further once we've got things moving a little. And I'm going to need to signal up there, because obviously there's two trains running into that station. But we do have this Baldwin, which is our latest addition to the fleet. And then, what's that? The Clerestory passenger car. What are we taking? 16. Is that 30? 48 ought to cover it. It's, you know, I mean, we could probably go a little more dramatic than that in terms of passenger numbers, but frankly, right now, all we need is enough to fill out once in a while. So let's signal up here, and these are just release signals. I have previously mentioned that there will be a kind of a signalling special at some point, and that will probably happen once I've increased the number of... How is there a vehicle in the way? There is no vehicle here, and I saw one further up the line. No, not so much. Okay, right, well, that's your lookout, sunshine. And he's even going the wrong way, look. We don't want it there, we want it here. Ridiculous. Oh well, we'll have to figure that out. I also need to get the other end of our new line here plumbed in to its local coach service. Right. Where the heck is it? I'm not going to leave until I've got this signal up, because otherwise, you know, while I'm focusing on something else, we'll lose track of it. There you go. Once it clears that one, we should be able to place the next one. I mean, trains in this day and age are not quick, especially when they're going up this kind of incline. Yeah, I could really do with figuring out. Well, there's not much you can do. I mean, you can relay the track to be as smooth as you like, but sometimes you've got to cross a hill, and there aren't an awful lot of ways to do that. Still, it's rather a pleasant viaduct. There we go. Right, onwards. Next up is our friend. Oh, let's watch him emerge from the tunnel, because that's always exciting. well, you know, it's a bit of a glamour shot. There we go. Look at that. Lovely. It is exciting. Splendid. Get me many passengers. Have we got any waiting? Nope. Oh well. The day is still young. You know, everything takes a little while to bed in. Let's have a look. Where are we here? This is Bromyard, so we need to bring up their... they've only got one coach working their route at the moment. I possibly ought to add a second in order to drive a little bit more traffic in the direction of our station. Which way are we going? Okay, so if we were to, instead of going down Church Road, if we were to head down here... That's the right side? Yeah, that's the right side. And then once more outside the station. And then we could very easily just pop round the corner, back onto High Street. Okay, so Church Road is no more. Right, remove Church Road and then add a station, which is here. Grove. What have I done wrong? Nothing yet. Give it time. There you go. Right, splendid. Now, have we got a... did I build a depot in Bromyard? Doesn't look like it, does it? In which case, Wallingford is our nearest depot. Let's buy a road vehicle. And put that on the Bromyard line. Set line. Good. Right. Next thing to do is to group these together. You've seen all this before. There is, you know, as far as fresh and exciting new gameplay is concerned, you've come to the wrong place. It is Bromyard, isn't it? Yeah. Bromyard, Grand Central. Right, okay, good. Alright, we've got 900 grand in the bank, which is possibly a little short of being able to expand to Bishop's Waltham, but that's not going to stop us trying. Although, one other thing that I would quite like to achieve is getting some goods happening at Maryport, because that will also fuel its growth. So let's have a look. What have we actually got in the region that is goods worthy? We've got coal going over to this steel mill. We've got oil coming from somewhere, so we've got oil here, and that seems to be feeding two separate... oh, no, there's some oil. Right, little bit of road, and that works. Why am I feeding goods in? Because we want to get growth going in Maryport as much as possible. So I think we're going to assist, and normally I would never dream of paying for road. I'm a trains man. Although, if you've been watching me play City Skylines, I think, you know, that's quite a hollow statement to make, given the amount of mucking about with the roads that I've been doing lately. There we go. Look, you can connect to there. Everybody's happy, and I don't really want to spend 70 grand doing so. Never mind. Let's do it. Okay, so next, let's depot it up. Truck stations. This is a good place for one. I'm optimistic that this will work. You know, this is an untested methodology, activating effectively a dormant goods manufacturer in order to and feed them down a new route at the end of it. This is not something I have done before. Right? Okay. What have we not got a depot in Maryport? Our most significant burb. Give me a road depot, please. Yeah, let's put it right there. Okay, right, new routes. So we're going to go from there to here, and that's actually pretty close as well. That's handy. So this is going to be Maryport Oil. Right, and then we'll take another new route from Maryport South into Maryport itself, and that's another quick route. This is promising. Maryport goods. If this works, it should not only fuel the growth in Maryport, but it should also generate a nice tidy profit. Could have done it with a train, of course I could, but trains, goods, me, we don't mix. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's not muck about. Maryport oil. Now, obviously, some of these are going to run empty in the short term, but the goal is that as soon as it can expand, it does expand. Yeah, let's not bother hanging around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I want to do one more? No, 4 is enough. I've always found that the amount of goods being produced, it ends up being less than the amount of raw resource delivered, because some of it decides to go via the road on itself, which is a pain in the backside if you're trying to make a profit out of the thing, but there's nothing much you can do about it. Right, wagon train rolling. Go do good works, my friends. Make me millions. Right, let's turn goods back off again. And where should we go next? There was something else I was going to do. I've also been considering upgrading this station, which I need to do quick-ish. Because we're getting to a position now where trains are constantly having to wait to get into the station. And that's costing me money. And the station needs upgrading at some point, so, you know, it would make sense for me to get a rig along with that. I don't think the time for that is upon us just yet. Let's see if we've got anybody wanting to use our new service yet. What have we got here? There we go, Holbroms. 5 whole passengers. It counts. We'll take it. Right, let's start expanding again. And obviously, as ever, we've got a road waiting for us. Brace yourself. What do you think? First time, cross 2 roads? Decision time is over. Let's see. Okay, obviously. Terrain colliding assistance, division colliding, train, terrain collision. Go on, get across there. Get across. There you go. I almost don't care how wiggly that makes it. And then, because I don't want to have to do it later, let's double track this bad boy right away. Hooray for us! Okay, cool. Right, now, Bishop's Waltham. From there, we're going to go out to Helmsley. So, we need the station to be kind of facing in that direction. And as luck would have it, we've got a bit of road here that's pretty much implying that it's ideal for the job. Now look, what's your issue with going a virtual kind of straight line kind of deal? There we go. Look at that, that's lovely. It's also paved. Crikey. Splendid. All right, good. Bang it in here. Where are we going? Where are we facing here? Where do you want to go? Come on, camera, comply. Well, that's not helpful. Where are we? Where is help? That's no, because you've got to come in. Okay, yeah, well, we can do that and then take a slight curve and actually go round the far side of Helmsley, given that we then want to go out to Middleton. So I think that's a winner. Of course, with some of this money that I've been making, I should be paying my loan off. Just for a quick reference moment, 5.1 million we owe. Tasty. Yeah, we'll pay that back at some point. It's not like the interest is crippling. Right, let's see where a straight line gets us. Actually, that's not bad. This is actually relatively flat land. Now, if I can stay this side of the road, it'll mean that we don't have to do another crossing. What does that look like? No, we've got to cut there. So let's not cut if we don't have to. Let's aim just a little bit further that way. Good stuff. Well, if you came to see building, this is the episode that you came to see. Building is what we're up to. Right, now, I think we will cut through the lip of this hill, even though that's going to be expensive. Otherwise, we'll just be in a position where we have to do increasingly ludicrous downhill behaviour. And it's already quite ludicrous. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if it wanted to turn that into a bridge. No, we're okay. Right, not cheap, but we'll take it. Right, then link you up. Bit of a wiggle at the end there. Is that smoothish? It is smoothish. Is that connected? It is connected. Okay, cool. Hold on. No, it's not connected. That is connected. Ooh, don't like that last corner. Right, okay. Well, this is another one for a bit of post-operative readjustment. This time around we'll do it the other way round. So I can't even remember where I'm looking at here. Bishop's Waltham, which I think I called Waltham in the routes list. There we go. Again, another one-coach town. Right, what have we got here? What are you? You're the Avenue. Okay, why are you not showing me the route? I've got the route thingy up. Maybe I need this up as well. I do. Okay. Right, okay, so I think we're just adding rather than anything else. Let's... actually, we need a little bit more road. No, that's trams. And there aren't any trams to place yet, so... I know, big road. I am generous. Right, we'll go one here. We'll go one kind of here-ish somewhere. And then we'll go one opposite the station, because that's traditional. And then, right, after the avenue... Am I even looking at the right place here? Which station is this? Station? Stop. No. The Avenue. Waltham, Green Line. Okay. The Avenue, Park Avenue. Huh. What are you? You're Church Lane. It's not Waltham. Okay. Let's go for Bishop's Waltham, if such a thing exists. Bishop's Waltham. Here we go. Right. You, be gone. Right. Okay. Now that we're actually looking at the right town. Right. The Avenue. Okay. Add station. Stanley Road. Manchester Road. Park Lane. And then on to Queensway. And As You Were. Excellent. Right. And then we'll group these two together. And this is Bishop's Waltham Grand Central. Grand Central. Oh no, it can't be Grand. This one's just going to be Central. Okay, well, you know, I'm sure the fine people of Bishop's Waltham will start a petition of some description to kind of illustrate their outrage at not having a Grand Central. To which I say, get a shorter town name. Buy a road vehicle. Yeah, let's get another stagecoach here, and we'll assign this to Bishop's Waltham. There you go, off you trot. Alright, magic. All that remains is to buy the train to run this line as well, which actually means I should probably set the line up to start with. We are going to be running a lot of routes on this build. Right. Let's go BW Brom. The reason for BW rather than using our usual naming convention is that we've got both Waltham Abbey, I believe, and Bishop's Stortford. So it's not going to be practical for us to... Right, good, train's leaving. Right, now if I can get some signals on here, because this is going to take a little bit of jiggery pokery to get the train going in the right direction. Right, buy me a train. I want one of these with 3 of them. That's it. Set the line to. Let's go. We can go on to Holbroms for the moment because we're going to change where it's going as soon as it's out of the depot. This is the 8th train. Okay. Well, that feels like progress. And obviously, if I hadn't put that signal there, it would be waiting for a line until the next signal had cleared, and we wouldn't be going anywhere. Right, and then once it's cleared the points, we stop the train. Yeah, turn it around, and then we set it onto the line that we actually want. There you go, and then run it. Excellent. Good. Right, you're now going exactly as planned. And as before, we're going to want to put signalling on the station approach and the other side of the station as well, so that... no, I don't want to put it on that side, really. It'll do, though. It will do. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this track is going to have to be remodeled, and a lot of the signalling is going to need to be replaced, because I'm just kind of bodging it in right now in order to get as much money going as possible, because, you know, I think the chances of us hitting anything in 1900 are pretty slim, but, you know, you've got to give it a go, and frankly that means bringing in the money. Back in Holsworthy here. Holbroms actually got some passenger demand now. That's helpful. All helpful. Right, let's see if our oil has started flowing in any fashion at all. Well, there was a piece of goods moving. In fact, there's 7 goods waiting. Where's our wagon train here? Here they come. Meanwhile, up in Oil Town, nothing currently waiting. However, what have you got? Oil 4. Yes. And your friend? 2. Right, I'm going to stick a quick... Oh, no, you can't. What I would have liked to do there was stick a wait until full order on the last one. But, you know what? I'm sure, because these are already spacing themselves out just a little. So over time... I mean, it's a bit optimistic to say it, but over time they should sort themselves out. Anyway, you know, this is 8 goods waiting there now. That's a healthy number. Okay, thank you. That will wrap it up for today. Where are we going next? Further, we're going to continue working this loop, and then once we've done so, we're going to figure out the best way to run multiple trains around it without them colliding too often. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Why don't you tune in and find out? I've been Colonel Failure. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll be back in the very near future to do more things with trains. See you then. Cheerio.